Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm just going to be showing you guys how to create a file on your computer that acts as a intermediary dump spot. So anything you put in this file, you can access from your iPhone or iPad, and then you can also put stuff from your iPhone or iPad into that file. It's very good for Obsidian notes, but this is just a general tutorial. Like it works just in general, and you'll see what I mean as we go along. So we want to start off by creating a file. I'm just going to do this on the desktop here, but you can do it wherever you want. I'm just going to call this drop spot. No, we'll call this local server, because that's basically what this is. Your computer is acting as a local server that you can use from your phone and like store stuff on or retrieve stuff. So yeah, once we created the file, we then need to create an account, which we then sign in on our phone with. So to do that, we need to go to the CMD prompt, make sure we run it as administrator. Make sure you hit yes. And then here we want to type in net user, and then we want to create a username and a password. It can be anything. I'm just going to use the name example, and I'm going to use the password 123. Make sure you remember this, because this is what you need to sign in on your phone with. And then after you do that, you go /add, and then it should create the account. If you want to delete the account, you do the exact same thing, but instead of typing in the password, you just type /delete, like such. And I'm going to create that. All right, so after we have gone ahead and done that, we now need to go to our local server file. It doesn't need to be named that, it can be whatever. And then we want to right click on it and go to properties. Just a little note, you can also shift right click, and it will skip that little annoying menu that's in Windows 11, like this intermediary that you would normally have to click that. So anyway, we just shift right click, go to properties, we want to click on sharing, and then we want to go share. We want to come down here, and we want to drop down, and we want to click on the account that we just created. Click example, and then we click add on the right side, and then it should add it, and we want to change permissions to read and write, and then we want to click share, done, and then we want to come down to advanced sharing now. And then we want to click share this folder, and then permissions, and then we want to come up to add, and then we want to type in the name of that account that we made. So example, check names, and then it found it for me because I typed in the right name. Make sure you guys type it in correctly, and then you want to click OK, and then you want to click up here, or make sure it's selected, and then you want to click up here to allow all permissions, and then you want to click apply, and then OK, and then you want to click apply and OK, and then close. And then that should be everything to do with the file. And then the last thing that we need to do is go back into our command prompt, and we want to type in ipconfig find IPv4. Spell it exactly how I did, and then you want to press enter, and then you want to keep this because we'll use this on our phone. I'll see you guys on the phone in just a minute, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so continuing off, I've decided to go from the iPad instead of the iPhone. Doesn't make a difference, same process. I just want to preface really quickly that my Obsidian Notes actually has nothing inside of it. Okay, so we start off by going to the Files application. So we just type in Files, and then we want to go up here on the left side and click on the 3 dots. And then we want to just simply connect to a server. And then you would type in that local IP address. For me, I copied and pasted it because just speed up the video, but you will type in yours. And then the next step is the name and the password. So you want to type in that account that you made before. So example, and 123 was mine. Next, and then that's it, we're in. You probably won't see all these files. You'll probably only see the file you created, so local server. So we'll go into that. And then you can see it's empty. On the computer, we can see that it's also empty. So what we can do is we can now just simply create a folder. And then as you can see on the iPad, it's just instantly there. We can hold on it and we can rename. And then what we can name it is something like test, done. And then on the computer, we can just hit this real quick. And then as you can see, it's updated in real time. And that's pretty much it. So it works for photos, videos, PDFs, anything you want, you can put it on here. And you can then just, from your iPad, you can then save it or download it, because this is all locally on your computer. and it's actually not on your iPad until you save it from your files application onto your iPad. So I'll show the Obsidian part now. Alrighty, so now to the Obsidian part of the video. So really quickly, I just want to show again, I don't have anything in my Obsidian. If you go into the files application, you can actually click onto my iPad, and then if you click on, well, it's not even here, because I guess I just haven't created anything, which is good actually, because you might be in the same boat. So what we want to do is quickly create a vault. We'll just name it anything, it doesn't matter. We'll just name it delete me, just for the purpose of this video. Okay, and create a new file, doesn't matter. All right, now let's go back to the files application, and all right, so now we have Obsidian. All right, so now what we want to do on our computer, so continuing from our computer now, we want to go to where we have our Obsidian located, right? For me, it's here. For you, it's wherever you have it, you'll know. And then you want to go into that, and then you will have your vaults. And then for me, my vault is called C++. That's just what I've called it. So what I like to do is I like to go back, right? And I like to copy the entire, just everything. And I like to put that into my local server, right? And then that'll make sure that I can then access all of that. So now on my iPad, we'll go back into that local server, and then we have Obsidian here. So then we click on this, and then we have C++. So we hold on it, and then we want to copy it. And then now we go back to my iPad, Obsidian, really quickly. I just want to go back to Obsidian. Where is it? On the left side. And then I forget how you change vault. I think you just click this little thing. And then all we have is delete me. So now into that files, we want to paste it. And wait for it. Because like I said before, it's not locally, it's on the computer. So when I do this, it copies everything onto my iPad. So just keep in mind, it's like a local copy of the exact time in, when you copy this onto it. So it's not like a live sync. So you would need to make sure that you delete it every once in a while, and then you just copy the latest one from your local server. So then back to Obsidian. We should actually quit the app. And if you go back into it, we now have a new vault, and we click enter vault. And for me, all of my stuff is here. Right, this is everything that I need. This is all of my studying stuff. So just for example, we'll go to Unreal Engine, we'll click on intro, and this is a bad example because there's nothing in it, but you'll have all of your content. But yeah, that's it. One thing to keep in mind real quick on the computer side is if you restart your router, your local IP address, it might change. So if you find on your iPad or your iPhone that you can't connect to the server for some reason, you got the computer on and it won't work, then just do the IP config find IPv4 whatever, and then just make sure it's the same and they haven't changed, and that should be it. All right, if you have any questions, just leave them, and thanks.